notebook, a journal, where you write down some of your private thoughts and wishes and hopes and dreams, things that are in your head and in your heart that you want to keep to yourself, but it helps you to write them out or draw them out on paper. And it's a little book that only you can read. It's for your eyes only. So, do you have all of your diaries from when you were a kid? I wish. No, I definitely lost a couple. One of them, in fact, was the kind of diary that you needed a key to open. It had a lock on the cover, and so you could only open it if you had the little key, which I thought would be the perfect secret-keeping design. Until I myself lost the key and could not get my diary open again, and that diary is now lost somewhere in the world. Who knows? It's somewhere, and those are all of your private thoughts and feelings written in this book under lock and key. If someone were to find that diary today and Jimmy opened the lock, they have access to 10-year-old Tori. No, Mindy, that's what got me all worried that's going to happen. Well, it did happen. Not to you, though, yet. It happened to Allison Jenkins. Here's the story. This is a story out of Toronto, Canada, where one day, recently, Nick Guns got a call from his parents. His parents had been, for some reason, fiddling around in the crawl space underneath their home. It's a little space between the ground and the house itself. And in that crawl space, they found a diary. A diary that was labeled 1983, and the title of it was something like Property of Allison Jenkins. Private! Exclamation point. Do not read! Exclamation point. And they called Nick, and they said, Nick is their son, and they said, we have got to get this diary back to the girl. And he said, well, what else can you tell me about her? And they said, I don't know. It says do not read. We're not reading this diary. So Nick went over there, he got the diary, and sure enough, the message on the cover was very clear, do not read. This is someone's private diary. So he still wanted to find out, well, who was this girl? How can we get this diary back to her? So he thumbed through the diary enough to find a picture of her. He found the year, 1983, and was able to use these clues to decide that she was probably 9 or 10 years old at the time of writing this diary. So he took to Twitter and he said, Allison Jenkins, we have your diary from 1983. Have not read it, but it's yours. So if anyone you know who knows you, trying to find you to get your diary back to you. Twitter went to work. And guess what, Tori? They found her. Nick Guns was able to find Allison Jenkins.
No.
37 years later. 37 years after writing this diary. At first, she thought it was a scam. She thought, what? Someone has my diary from when I was a kid? Right. And then she saw a picture of the diary. She saw a picture of herself that was tucked inside of the diary. She is now a singer-songwriter living in Vancouver, Canada. She is also a music teacher, and she is now holding in her hands her old diary. They were able to work out an arrangement to get the diary back to her, and Nick Guns respected her privacy the whole time and never read it.
I don't know about that.
No, he never read it. He thumbed through it a little bit just to see, like, well, when was this diary written? And, of course, you always write the date of your entry. So he thought, okay, 1983. How old is she? Oh, here's a picture of her. 9 or 10 years old. He was able to figure out just enough to get her name, the year it was written, and he got it back to her. Isn't that a great story?
I hope that she shares some little tidbits from her diary, maybe with her students, maybe with the students in her music class. Maybe that diary contains her earliest song, her first ever song that she wrote.
I mean, she is a singer-songwriter, and I feel like there is a song in this story.
Yeah.
So I just love this story. So here's what I want to challenge the grown-ups to do right now. So any grown-ups in our listening audience, first of all, I want you to dig around and see if you can find your old diaries, your old journals
find a page that you would be willing to share with us on our Absolutely Mindy post-show parent club group. I have a bunch of diaries from when I was like in middle school. I'm going to go find those, and I will do the same. Tori, I know you have some of your old diaries, journals, whatever. I'm going to have you do this too. Do you have yours, or does your mom have them?
No, because I said mine is lost to the sands of time.
You don't have them at all? Didn't your mom find something like this?
Oh, no, she found a note that I had written in a guest book at a cabin that we stayed at.
Oh.
But I'll share that. That's funny. I'll share that.
That's right. Okay, so grown-ups, if you have your old diary, find a line or a page that you can share with us on our Absolutely Mindy post-show parent club group on Facebook. And I will tell you, the reason I started keeping a diary when I was in middle school is because my mom shared hers with me. And it was the first time I think I really realized that my mom was once a 12-year-old as well. When I was 12, having trouble seeing my mom as a 12-year-old, those diaries just opened up a whole new world of understanding my mom. So maybe share them with your kids if they're safe to share with your kids.